What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Kingdom Rhinox. So this is the final in the series of Kingdom figures in the last wave. I also announced a couple months ago that I was going to be discontinuing looking at retail figures, so this is going to be the last one. Reason being, most of my viewers are interested in Masterpiece or third party, whether they're Legends scale or whether they're Masterpiece scale. So for that reason, I'm not planning to look at these retail figures. Now there will be a couple of retail figures that'll remain on my channel. Those will be things like the Commander class or the Titan class figures that come out. So for example, the Jetfire that's coming, the Star Saber that'll be coming next year from the HasLab, any of those, yes, I'll still look at. But any Deluxe or Voyager, this happens to be a Voyager or Leader, I will not be looking at unless something really tickles my fancy, but for the most part I won't. The only other exception to that is if it's sent to me by one of my regulars like G Tony or whoever, I may take a look at it. So let's take a look at this guy. He has some nice paint detail on the chest here. So you got that gold with the silver, red painted eyes, gold on the head, gold here. You do see that kind of animal skin. I guess there's a deco there on that. They used a plain plastic here on the front of the legs. That is just awful. They should have just used this. But anyway, I guess that's accurate to whatever character. Now, we never saw these characters in the Netflix cartoon, Kingdom cartoon, so we have no idea what they're supposed to look like. But if they're supposed to look like the original Beast Wars, it's not too bad. Now, they've gone a little bit more accurate to accurate actual animals versus a animated version. So that's kind of interesting take on Beast Wars. He does come with a couple accessories. So you get these. They don't spin like the original toy. You can put them here in his hand and you can hold that. And you get two of them, of course, and that's also detailed and painted silver and gold, just like his chest there. So there you go. Now for those that remember Rhinox with the open mouth, unfortunately the way they've molded this, you can't, but you can sort of cheat. You can take this off the peg here, put it back on. Obviously it'll be the wrong way for the Rhino mode, but you can flip that around, fold this back down, and now he's got the open mouth on the back of the head, which maybe some people remember or prefer. So let's go over his articulation here. For the head, you have a ball joint, so it goes up to there, down to there, rotates around. This backpack can move a little bit, but I think it's intended to be kind of pushed straight like that. The arms rotate around on this joint. You can go up on this joint. There's a big, ugly green piece there, and it rotates all around. You have a rotation at the bicep, or I guess at the elbow. Very limited, but you have a 90-degree bend at the elbow. The wrists do move a little bit, and it's mostly due to the transformation joint. We can up and down there. No rotation on those. You have a waist swivel, of course hindered by this backpack. You can move that backpack out of the way and get a little bit more, but it's still hindered by the mold. Leg goes up to there, back to there, out to the side, again hindered by the mold. Rotation at the middle of the thigh, up here. It is a very tight rotation there. You get a single jointed knee, but you get well past 90 degrees due to the mold. Oh, sorry, it's double jointed. That's why you're getting so much. So you get a bend here and a bend here. So you get lots of movement on that. And then down here, you get an ankle tilt. And there's the feet. Got some paint on there. And for size comparison, there it is next to the Kingdom Optimus Primal. Obviously bigger, wider, taller, every dimension. It looks right. It fits in, at least as far as the original Beast Wars is concerned. But there you go. All right, now let's get Rhinox transformed into his beast mode. And it is somewhat of an annoying transformation, but we'll get it transformed. Go ahead and get the weapons, set those aside. Actually, you know what? Take these, and they're going to combine. You can see there's ports there. And that'll be ready for installing into here. Let's do the easy stuff first. To go ahead and lift up this panel. You have to have the arms straight, otherwise it's hard to do. It does push plastic. I'm not really sure It's just a tolerance thing. And that's some of what makes this irritating, but it is what it is. Go ahead and open up this panel, same thing. Get the hand in and then close up that panel. Rotate this so that the leg is flush, and those are the back legs. I'm going to take his chest here, and this is going to fold forward, fold inwards, and then tuck right back into his chest. Kind of a cool little transformation. Rotate the head to the other side. Lift back the head here so you have a little bit of room here. You're going to fold these shoulders, and you kind of have to make a space, basically. Fold these shoulders upwards so that they fit underneath there. You can rotate the arms to the front. Leave these ab pieces here for now. We'll take care of that in just a minute. Actually, leave these out as well. That's the easiest way to deal with it all. You can take this head. This is going to come down and sit right here, like so. And there'll be stuff pegging into that in just a minute. And here's kind of the annoying part is the legs. So go ahead and open up this panel here. Open up that panel there. We can, open up this panel as well. That's going to peg in. It may get in the way, but let's see. All right, we're going to bend the leg here. Actually, it's easiest to look from here. Bend the leg there on that joint. That'll allow us to open up this here. Take this foot out, rotate it, and get that to the outside, like that. And things get a little bit messy here, but take this panel here. That's going to rotate downwards. It's on a slider here, so not slider, but I guess a joint there. So rotate that down. This foot is going to rotate in, rotate that way, and then there's a tab right there that's going to peg in. So get that in. Then rotate this down, and this is the part that I kind of hate, but this has got to go under here, like that. Then take this here. This is going to rotate out and inwards into here, and it has to tab in, so I've got to get it right. There we go. And that should just tab right into the side there. They're actually different colors. I don't know why they did that, but that is how they ended up doing it. All right, go ahead and take this leg, and let's see. I believe we can just rotate the, yeah. And you can see and kind of hear the plastic kind of rotating past each other. That is just how this is. It's just, that's the way they designed it. I don't know why. All right, rotate this up. We'll do it again. We're going to fold up on this joint, keeping this part straight. That'll allow you to take this leg panel here. And let's see. And rotate this leg out. And that's going to get straightened up. Make sure you fold this panel down. That'll allow you to take this. Take the foot. Rotate that in. That's going to peg in on the inside. Oops, I rotated too far. All right, fold this downwards. This is all going to fit underneath. So make sure you get this all lined up. And that panel seems to move, and that's maybe one of the irritations with this figure, is this panel sometimes moves on you. All right, so get that under there. You can kind of see how this is going to come together, but go ahead and take this. That's going to rotate back and peg into his side. All right, go ahead and take the back leg here. I need to fix this one. And this is going to rotate, let's see. This bent that way. And you can see these two butt panels are going to kind of fit together. So I get this. And the tail is just a solid piece. It doesn't move or anything. All right, so get all that in there. And before we do that, we got to get this gun in here, so don't combine them just yet. You can see there's two tabs here. Those are going to fit into between the legs. I don't love how this goes, but you basically have these hand pegs facing backwards. So it's going to fit right between the two legs. Inside the knees is a peg point. So you get that in between there. Then peg it together. And then now we can take this. This is going to peg together here as well. So get this one down. And that's got to fit onto that. There we go. Get that all pegged. Give it a nice squeeze. And there we have Rhinox transformed into his Rhino mode. I don't know what to say about this. So let's take a look at the details. It does have some nice animal detail. You got the horns there, the red eye. Unfortunately, due to the molding, they put the pin there for the rotation. So that ends up looking like a second eye up here. But you got the nose there. You got some nice detail on the side, but then on the top, you've got this really plain looking plastic. It does not look nice. And then on top of that, you've got the green joints there, and the green kind of showing through there. You could maybe try to hide it, but it shows no matter kind of how you do it. There's really limited articulation. You got the leg can go back and forth that much out to the side, but as soon as you do that, it exposes. The head can go up and down very, very little. You can open the mouth and expose that inner mouth I showed you earlier. But you get very, very limited articulation on this figure. That's really it for the... And for a size comparison, there it is next to the Kingdom Optimus Primal, which is also a Voyager class figure. So very similar in size, height, length, a little bit bigger for Rhinox here, but overall similar Ultimate size. So final thoughts on the Kingdom Rhinox. Let's start with the positives. I think he looks really nice in the robot mode. You got some nice gold and silver detail both on the weapons, on the chest. The head sculpt is pretty nice looking. You got that red eyes. All of that stands out and looks good. Negatives wise, the Ultra mode is really kind of ugly. It's got a lot of bits and pieces sticking out, different colors, unmatched colors even within the same pieces of plastic, which I don't understand. There's just different color brown kind of all over him. I also don't love the transformation. The legs are a real pain, and because there's plastic moving past plastic, you need to have nice strong plastic, and I don't have great feels down here. It's probably going to last because they've built it, it's retail, so they built it tough because they do intend to sell to kids because it's based on the age limit on the toy. But I just don't love the way it transforms. Now, of course, you're going to want this guy if you have the Kingdom Beast Wars collection and you're collecting these guys, then this is going to fit right into that line. But me personally, I don't love this figure. So if you have a prior incarnation of this, it might actually be better than this version. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the review, and we'll see you next time.